When we talk about developer productivity, we usually frame it as a self-help problem, right? But what if we've got the whole model wrong? What if it's actually a system architecture challenge? Today, we're going to re-architect our most critical piece of hardware, our brains.
Yeah, this one hits pretty close to home for a lot of us, I'd bet. Let's diagnose a really common bug in our mental OS. You know the feeling, right? Having way too many threads running at once, leading to system instability and, well, frequent crashes. Okay, so let's get right into the core architectural flaw. We treat our brain, which is a phenomenal CPU, like it's a slow, unreliable hard drive. It's built for processing, not for long-term storage. So every single time you force it to hold state, to remember that task, that appointment, that idea, you're paying a massive context-switching penalty. The result? Data corruption, or, what we normally call forgetting things.
So, how do we start architecting a fix? Well, first you got to define the problem, right? The bug we're hunting down here is a really nasty one, a critical memory leak in our own mental operating system.
Do any of these look familiar? That feeling of just spinning your wheels? You're always busy, but you're not actually getting anything important done? Your battery just feels constantly drained? Look, these aren't personal failings. This is the system failing. It's the totally predictable outcome when your mental RAM is just maxed out all the time.
So the fix isn't to just get a better brain or try harder. That's not how we solve engineering problems. No, the real solution here is to architect a better system. We're going to build an external brain, something to offload all that storage, freeing up our internal CPU for what it's actually good at, solving really, really hard problems.
And this right here, this is the system upgrade we're talking about. We're moving from this super unreliable in-memory model to a robust external system. I mean, think about it like this. You wouldn't manage your app state with a bunch of local variables, right? Of course not. You'd use a dedicated database, something like Redis or SQL. That's what we're doing for our brain. The whole point is to build a system you can actually trust so you can achieve that state of being completely present and focused. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Let's break down the core components of this new architecture. We're basically taking the getting things done methodology and translating it into a language that we as engineers and architects can really get behind. Okay, first up, and honestly, this is the most critical one, capture. Think of this as your initial state dump. You're taking every single open loop, every to-do comment you have floating around in your head, every little worry, and you're offloading it all to an external, trusted database. And the benefit is immediate. You instantly stop wasting precious CPU cycles just trying to remember things. So what do we do with all this stuff we've captured?
Well, a vague worry like handle taxes is basically uncompilable code. Your brain just throws errors trying to process it. It doesn't know what to do. So we clarify it. We turn it into a next action. It becomes a single, concrete, totally executable line of code that your system can run without any confusion.
Right. So any high-performance system needs regular maintenance. Without it, you get system decay. It just falls apart. That's where the weekly review fits in. You can think of it as our scheduled garbage collection process. It's absolutely essential for keeping the system clean, efficient, and, most importantly, trustworthy. And here's the workflow. It's a simple loop. You collect all the new stuff that's piled up, you process all your inboxes down to zero, and I mean zero, and you review your lists. By doing this consistently, week after week, you're basically defragging your entire system. This isn't just some chore you have to do. This is the very process that builds deep, fundamental trust in your system's integrity. And that trust, man, that's everything. Okay, so what's the payoff? What happens when you finally, truly, 100% trust this external brain you've built? This is where things get really good. This is where we unlock that next level of performance.
The ultimate result, the goal we're all chasing, is achieving flow state. You know what I'm talking about. That state of total immersion where your brain, your CPU, is finally dedicating every single one of its cycles to the complex problem in front of you. No background processes, no distractions, just pure focus. This quote just nails it. I trust my system so I can fully focus on the present moment. Trust is the secret sauce here. It's what lets you shut down all that background noise, all the worrying and trying to remember stuff. It's what lets you finally go all in on whatever you're doing right now. And the performance gains are real. They're profound. You can actually carve out dedicated highlight time for the deep work that matters. You can finally sweep up all those annoying little tasks, that dust under the carpet, that used to clog up your mental bandwidth.
And what's really key is you're building the stable foundation for thinking about the big picture stuff, your career, your life goals. You feel in control because for the first time, you are in control of your system.
So I'll just leave you with this question. If your brain is your most powerful processor, what kind of system have you actually built to support it? Stop asking it to be a hard drive. It's time to stop misallocating your most powerful resource. Instead, go architect an external system that frees your brain to do its real job, solving the problems that truly matter. For more tech industry insights, go to aaronwubuilds.com. Join the Inner Loop email list. Let's level up from an architect's perspective.